Okay, it's being recorded now.
Got it.
We'll hit got it on all the things because there's a million things a lot of times. Okay, perfect. Well, let's go ahead and go to our next clip there. Oh, wait, we have to get got it there
so
too.
basically that video we showed you because we have a big announcement coming in the second half of the meeting today. It kind of ties in with the Keller College, which is something we've been creating here personally or locally, but we also have another cool thing coming soon.
Well, and the Keller College thing, I mean, we were very passionate about this because I was so impressed that when the pandemic hit and the office shut down, hi, Maria. Good to see you. And we literally had all of our classes go virtual. Dan Turkel, the amazing one, literally helped create a Google Classroom for all of our classes that we offer all the time to be recorded, and recordings that we had in the past to be put into one place so that our agents could access it and learn from home when they were just chilling at home.
Exactly.
Right. And so that little video we just created a while back, we're now revamping those classes with our new video vault upstairs. We are literally re-recording, making them super quality, making the video quality super high. And so we're going to be releasing new videos over the next, well, years.
And they'll be live, they'll be Zoom, they'll be on demand. So basically it's going to be everything. But to get to Keller College, you got to get a license first. So that's the teaser for later.
That's the teaser for later. But this is about building careers worth having, Mike.
Which is also a teaser for later.
And having a life worth living.
Yes, which is all
experiences worth giving.
Yes.
And legacies worth leaving.
Exactly.
Okay. So let's continue. It's so weird.
I know.
My clicker
We've
and
had
I can't
technical
use this.
issues. The joys of
I
Monday
have
mornings.
no idea what that has.
Real estate company of choice for agents and clients.
Or their consumers, customers, whatever. Yes. And it's about God and family first and then business.
Yes.
All right. And then the Y4C2T is one of the craziest acronyms ever.
But
and
today we're going to focus on equity.
That's right.
Which is a teaser for later.
Yes. Opportunities for everybody.
That's my theme for the day is teaser for later.
Well, we have our fancy balloons today too, though.
Exactly.
That is okay. But ultimately, you guys, this is what's really important. In order for our agents to stay the fiduciary, to stay on top of it in the markets, to have all the knowledge and education of potentially possible, we had to become a technology company.
And that we are.
And so we had to create the platform that our agents, buyers, and sellers prefer.
And we are.
That's right. That's where we're headed. Okay, and then don't call people you shouldn't call.
Don't get sued. Don't make the market center get sued.
That would really be a bummer.
That would really cut into profit share.
We got to protect profit share, everybody.
That's
so
right.
Don't get sued.
Don't get sued.
All right. Wait, KWU.
Rachel, are they on?
Yes, Janelle is on. Janelle, if you want to stop the share, so Janelle can come up and we can pin her video.
Perfect. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. Super excited to have the opportunity to talk to you about what is coming for December and how wonderful and lovely your market center is and going out and getting this exclusive training for y'all. So on December 2nd and December 9th, there is going to be some Facebook ads training that is going to be made available to everybody in the market center. And what this is it's really a deep dive and a focus on, first of all, how to create a really great Facebook business page and ensure that you are leveraging all of the tools that are on Facebook and being as successful you can be with that business page. And then we're also going to dive into making a really great and solid Facebook ad with leveraging command. So we are the KWU Enablement Team is essentially KWRI command trainers or technology trainers, and we kind of live, sleep, eat, and breathe everything, command, DocuSign, Facebook ads, and so on and so forth. But we actually, there was a little thing last year called Facebook Lab that some people may have participated in. And we worked with thousands of agents for a whole year. We built over 60,000 Facebook ads. So to say that we know a couple things about Facebook ads is a little bit of an understatement there. So we, hours and hours of us perfecting what makes a good Facebook ad, how to really target all of those different groups, and how to leverage different types of communication. So we're super excited to bring you this training. I'm going to drop in the chat for those of you that are on Zoom a way for you to get scheduled. Rachel will send an email after after today and really get it to everybody. So please go ahead and log in and register for that. We're just super excited. We're really grateful has reached out to us and wants to bring this incredible free training to everybody and hopefully get you more leads for next year.
Yeah, I can't speak enough of Janelle. I've taken 2 or 3 training classes with her, and this is going to be a value pack class. Bring your laptop, because at the end of this class, you're going to hit publish and your Facebook Live or your ad is going to be published. So make sure you come, tell everybody you know. We don't want to miss this. And then next month, we'll be featuring a class that we'll be bringing in January for DocuSign. So
Yes.
super excited. And Janelle, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Again, I'm excited about this. We'll get you set up for next year, have those new leads rolling in, help you reach some of those goals. And we're ready to be a partner in this with you all. So
Janelle, I'm wearing my lab shirt today too. Do you see it?
I
you see
know it must be a sign.
I think we're kindred spirits. Thank you so much. You're awesome.
Thank
wonder,
you
Mike,
all.
I wonder how much it would cost to hire like a Facebook guru like Janelle. A lot. And wait, you mean she's going to offer something for free for all of our agents to create an awesome ad that's going to be extremely positive?
And so
Yes.
the average ad or the average lead, I think, is about $2. What you're getting out of that, sell one house, that pays a lot for a $2.
Well, and you know how much like Zillow leads are extremely expensive. So the fact that you could get leads at $2 per lead in a way through Facebook in
Yes,
command.
But they have an iBuyer program to help you.
Oh gosh. Not anymore.
Exactly.
Woohoo! Did you guys see that? I mean, Mike and I, that was really positive news. They totally did the wrong thing.
So don't buy a home on a Zestimate. It could be wrong.
That's right. That's right. And people are commenting.
Oh,
My average cost per lead in command is between 73 cents and something.
yeah. I don't know if y'all saw that. Let me pull
Yeah.
the screen up here.
73
is-
to $1.15.
Exit full. Why'd you do
And we
that?
can
Oh, there
help you reach that too. We can help you reach that and give you all of those best practices and what the wording should look like, what the picture should look like. And then also if your ad isn't performing, we'll give you those best practices too.
Awesome. And even if they're just going to post about like Veterans Day, right? Because not always does it always have to be about real estate. Boosting it
Exactly.
out, posting it out, sharing what you're about. That's half the battle as well.
So that date again was December 2nd, correct?
Yep, December 2nd and
Okay.
December 9th. It's a Thursday from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. So plenty of time to ask those questions. Come with it. If you're not sure about Facebook, now is the time for us to talk about it.
There we go. Perfect. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Thank you, everybody.
Let's continue on.
All
Rachel,
right.
hit it. We have a broker moment.
Do we have any brokers?
We don't. What would they say right now?
They'd say, know your
They'd
contracts.
say know your contract. I gave an analogy about this a while back, but since we have a lot of new people, knowing your contract is kind of like knowing how to wield a sword. Okay, so a sword can be used to defend, can't it, Mike? And a sword can be used to attack in a way, right? And a lot of realtors out there know how to wield the contract in really dastardly ways.
And there's some people that have no clue what they're signing.
That's right. And so
don't
if
be
if
that.
you've never picked up a sword to defend yourself, and if somebody else knows how to wield a sword really well, how well are you going to be able to defend your client? Not very well. So broker moment, know the contract, wield the sword of the contract, know how to protect your client, know how to protect each other.
Come to their classes. They teach you how to use the contracts.
Oh
As
yeah.
we're getting towards the end of the year, just a reminder, we are looking at the 2022 year. So when you're writing your contracts, make sure you put the right year on those dates.
You cannot close something in the past.
Yeah.
So if you're going for January 1, make sure it's 2022.
I like that. That's pretty good. Okay, Rachel, let's continue.
I know we have Christy Cooper from HSA Home Warranty on. Christy, if you're online, if you want to talk.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you
Yay.
so much for having me. Just a few reminders. First of all, we do have one of the St. Louis team members. His name is Rick Trimble. He's going to be coming down to Springfield next week. So he's going to be bringing and delivering all of the brochures and any marketing materials that you all may need. So check around, check your office space, check your trunks of your cars. If there's anything specific that you all are looking for, whether it's a door hanger, the sign writers, magnets, tent cards, we've got them and we'll certainly deliver those down to you guys next week. We are still doing the furnace tune-up. We will continue to do that until it gets that, that first frigid cold snap. Luckily, right now, it's still beautiful outside, but homeowners can utilize that for $75. We will come out, do a thorough cleaning of their furnace, make sure that they're not dealing with any cracked heat exchangers, That way they can take care of any of those issues now before we do hit that first extreme cold snap. And certainly reach out to me anytime if you guys need something. Just want you all to know that we are here. We truly appreciate all the business that you send to HSA, and we're available anytime. Thanks so much for having me.
So the warranty, I want you all to think about this, what Christy just said. It's not just for when things break. They do the furnace check every year as a $75 charge, correct?
Might have lost her.
What she said. But so anybody you've got on a warranty, remind them this time of year to have it serviced. Just make sure there's, nothing going wrong with it.
What's a cold snap?
When it gets cold.
I've
You've
literally
never
never
heard
heard
that?
that phrase before.
Really?
That is really, really strange.
Okay, so Chris, you got to know, Tim's from California, so he's learning some new things.
What the heck is that?
Okay, so I'll tell him about it next time I take him to
I just whispered that to him.
McAllister's.
I'm like, what is a cold snap?
I'm like, cold,
Like as in like snap, like branches break off? Like what is that?
a season where it gets cold.
Like real
Stop.
quick.
Oh.
Like all of a sudden you have these beautiful days, and then suddenly like a snap, it just goes from,
Oh.
a 70-degree day till the next
like-
day is like a high of 29.
Like Mary Poppins and snap. The job's a game.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you so much. That was really great. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
thanks for having me.
Rachel, anything from Onward? And
I believe Tori's down there for Onward.
where is she?
Yay, there
There
she
she
is.
is.
Oh, that was a sigh. We can't have sighs. Here you go. Yeah, come on up in the middle.
Hey, okay. So yeah, if you haven't heard, we offer transaction coordination, database management currently. Getting into our marketing should be ready by the beginning of the year, but a lot of people don't know that we offer pre-listing services with our transaction coordination. So the bulk of your listing paperwork that you have to do up front and turn to the MLS, you don't have to do that. Leverage that out and we can help.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Except for me, and I would love to do it.
I love it. Yay. Thank you for coming up.
Of course.
Appreciate you guys. Onward. If you haven't seen it or checked it out yet, please give them a call.
Do we have USA Mortgage?
USA Mortgage?
I don't believe so. And I
Okay.
think Adam McGrath is on. I
I
know.
saw him. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, Adam McGrath with Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Adam, thank you for being on this morning.
And in the back?
Yes. Jess Bowman. She appreciates us and she's always here to help. I just reiterated what she said. Okay.
Did my microphone reach?
No, I don't think that worked. Okay.
Oh, we have
We
Michael
heard her.
Roundhouse.
Yes, 417.
Ricky guy with 417 Root Key, change locks for your home and businesses and get it turned over.
417. They'll change your locks in your home or your businesses. They're amazing. We've used them a lot, haven't we?
Yes.
It's true. I see that guy all the time, it feels like. Okay. Okay. Let's keep going. And how's the market, Mike?
Well, it is a fall market.
It is a
so
fall
it's
market.
slowing down a little bit.
It's
but
almost feeling normal at this point, though.
Yeah.
This feels and should look a lot like a normal October, November,
correct.
right there.
Well, it's still low, but at least it's the same cycle.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
and
The
Rachel,
cycle
if you
being
hit
low.
The next one, it'll show the north people.
There it is. And so we got on the side here
Yep.
and
Well,
there.
east, north.
Yeah, yeah.
And the next screen is the most important of these items.
Booyah.
We are going down. So
Look at that.
We hit as high as 957. We're down to 874. But a few years ago, we were at 2320 and 2800 at this time of year.
That's right.
So here's the thing to remember. If you have somebody that says, well, I'm going to wait and list in spring when it's busy, you got more competition then. There's very few houses right now.
That is the line to use. That is the line to use. When their house, that many more eyes per house. So when you're talking online, if you're doing your videos, hey, everybody, this is not a bad time to sell. Fall colors are still great. And the weather has been really nice. So we haven't had that cold snap. And, and the fact that there's 874 versus that means that many more people are looking at their house. This is the time to get on.
And most people's houses look great at the holidays.
They
This is
do.
the time to show it off.
Yeah, exactly. Get their Christmas stuff out.
I always tell people it's like Miracle on 34th Street. Don't you want to get a new house for Christmas?
Okay. And you want to tell them, hey, let's take your listing photos before Christmas hits, and you all, I can't even tell you how many times there's a house that stays on the market for a long time after it listed during the Christmas season, and all the Christmas stuff is still out, and it's like February 17th, you know, and you're like, and the pictures on the listings are all still Christmassy.
And the marketing remarks say, this one won't last.
I know.
7 months
well
later.
Well played. Okay, let's continue. Oh my gosh. Okay, booking it. Obviously, November's book up on the wall. If you haven't walked through the main hallway, all those names up on the wall, all the books that we've been going through the year. This month's book, The 4-Hour Work Week. Some of us have already read it in the book club, right? All right. So the Rices have already read it, but we are going through that together tomorrow morning before Bold starts. If you haven't come to Bold, if you aren't a part of Bold, you could still come to the book club at Bold to see what it looks like.
Very cool.
Okay, let's go.
Calendar. Okay, so you'll see all the calendar stuff going for the month. Lots of training, lots of fun stuff too. Don't forget the potluck Thanksgiving dinner coming up. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people join us again last month. We are still growing. In fact, I can't wait for ALC meeting whenever that is.
Ooh.
Market share has drastically changed in the last month, and it's going to be exciting to show that to everybody.
It is going to be really exciting to show. And I mean, I'd say that we've actually been delivering on what Keller Williams promises for our agents' businesses.
Exactly.
That is what's so cool, is that we've been growing cappers.
Hey, Rachel, can you talk some about this Thursday and what we're doing there?
Yeah. Our Veterans Day breakfast, but we're going to have it at the local VFW club, which is on Atlantic Street on the north side. So they open at 6 o'clock in the morning to start serving breakfast to all of our veterans. Our leadership team is going to be there at 6 a.m. to help serve. If you want to join us, you're more than welcome to. We're asking for our KW agents and our KW veterans to be there around 9 o'clock to have breakfast. And then at 10 a.m., they're going to do a flag raising ceremony. So we hope you can attend. Even if you haven't served, we would love for you to be there and to be a part of it. Make sure you wear a red shirt. That's what we would like. We have someone coming out and taking pictures. We have a person coming out and taking drone footage. So we're really wanting to blow this up and make this a huge event. And as you can see, when we get close to honoring our veterans, KWRI is doing a huge push this week to really honor our veterans. So we have balloons down there. We have KW flag pins we'll be giving out today. So we would love for you to help us and thank everybody that has served for our country.
And one of our veterans, Brian Fisher, has been a really big pusher of this. And I love that he's been involved in our office as much as he has to get our agents here. So I'd love to show up for him. I'd love to show up for our veterans. That would be so cool.
Be great.
And I'm really looking forward to that. And my wife and kids are going to hopefully be there
Very
too.
Cool.
Awesome. Okay, let's continue. Oh, Gene Rivers. I call him Mini Gary. And if you haven't heard him before, this is a great opportunity to do so. Gene Rivers is one of the most powerful leaders in KW, and he's teaching Quantum Leap. You guys remember I teach Quantum Leap as well, but I actually learned, the second or third time I took Quantum Leap from Gene Rivers. So if you haven't done it before, if you want to get a refresher on what it is, it's super cool. So don't forget that.
And this one is virtual, so you could do it from here, from home, from wherever. And Rachel's put the link up there also.
So cool that he's doing that.
Very cool.
Okay.
Now comes the fun part.
Mission moment.
So normally we honor a culture person each week. We're going a little different this time.
Yes.
Today is,
and she's going to go,
our KW military pin ceremony.
That's right. This is a first.
As they call it, front, we have the KW pen, and at the very end, we want to get a picture of all of our KW veterans there. So we will go ahead and start reading out the names.
Before we start though, let's give a round of applause everywhere for all of our veterans everywhere. And I'm glad that we're not just doing Thursday.
Ooh, we have music?
Are we reading the names or you, Rachel?
You can read them. You're down there.
Read, I'll hand on. Okay. Or do you want me to read?
You read, I'll hand.
Okay. And we know some of these aren't in here, but this is really cool. We want everybody that is here to come on up. Zach Riggs, Rick Gardner, Lee Skiles, Gwen Phillips, Elise Riley, Charles Chastain, Kevin Ruth, Sam Hayes, Kurt Williams, Evan Van Ostren, Kim Foster, Michael Rice, Christina Coakley. Those are our Army people. Navy, we have Aaron Bruniger. Air Force, Michelle Daniel, Jeremiah Smith, Brian Fisher. Marines, Ron Steffes, Aaron Fleming, Kurt Kokenauer, and National Guard, Ethan Brosh and Ronnie Shivler. And at the end of the meeting today, we wanted to get a centered picture up
Yes.
with you all, so don't leave before we get that done too.
This is one of the most powerful things I think KW is doing. And I'm kind of, sad that it didn't happen sooner, but the fact that it's happening now means a lot to me.
So as you can see on this slide, there's going to be a formal announcement on Veterans Day about something that Keller Williams is adding where you get to recognize your military service. The website's coming shortly. The official launch is Family Reunion 2022, which is in Orlando.
Yes.
We get to go see Mickey again. And there's a video Rachel's going to play next that tells how to declare your military status. So this will go by fast, but watch it. We'll have it shared also for you.
Will it play? Oh, no sound. Okay, I'll narrate. So you go into your command and you are going through your settings in your profile. And then you are looking at your Connect settings, marketing profile in Connect, which you can change your bio and everything. Affiliations, military affiliation, you can say what you are and your military service details, which affiliation you add it, and then boom, it's a tag in there. So all the military people in KW will be able to search for if they want to work with another military veteran. So that's a very cool aspect. Up in the right-hand corner, let's see.
That was just up in the right-hand corner. If you have any questions, you can search up there. The main thing is this is feeding into your My KW profile. So whenever people are wanting to send out referrals and they're searching for referrals, they can now search by military designation if they so choose. So make sure if you are a veteran to go into your KW Connect profile on your command and putting your affiliation.
If you need, I would love to schedule the 10, 15 minutes to do this for you. And I'd be happy to come to your office or meet you on your laptop and get this done. It does not take long. You saw that was like literally 1 minute. I can help you do that really fast if you'd like.
Any of us would love to do that. And we'll post this video on the Facebook page so you can walk through it again and share it with anybody that's not here also. That is so important, I think, to put this recognition out for all of our agents that have it.
There are so many awesome things that are being scheduled right now and or being released right now that we get to talk about. But being able to search and designate via military is one of the coolest things in KW at this point.
So that was one of our big things for today. And our second thing is,
wait, a school of real estate, Mike?
We now have what's called K-Score, Keller Williams School of Real Estate. And how much does it cost for somebody to take it?
$300?
No.
How about $200?
Let's go lower.
100?
Even lower.
How about 50?
Less.
0?
It is free.
No way.
So
we're talking a 0 cost to get your license class to help you pass your real estate test here.
So this is for anyone that's not licensed. That could be an admin who wants to get their license. Several on leadership team are going to do this. It's anybody who's looking at getting into real estate school.
My wife's going to do it.
And it's open to anybody.
We'll have a point for questions. I got it.
It is.
Is this for all KW?
It is through. They're trying to get it in all 50 states. The first launch was, there's about 30 or 40 states already. Missouri was one of them. So we're the first group. And so it's going to be, it is online, so they can do it from anywhere.
Yeah. We can all thank Rachel for being the first, like one of the first people to actually click, we want this, and then got it to Dan to have it be our region to be part of this. And so that's really exciting. So Rachel, did you want to add to that?
Yeah, if I may touch on that. So what happens and how this comes through, it's a subscription service that the Market Center pays monthly. So when we say it's rolled out to all KW, one, they have to be eligible in their state for this to be rolled out, and two, their Market Center and their OP has to sign off on there, because we'd had to do a franchise addendum to our agreement. So every Market Center should take advantage of this. Now, it doesn't mean that they will, because there is a two-step process for that.
And it's no joke. This is something that's very serious. We aren't giving out a code that is just going to be shared willy-nilly.
So you see the 3 steps on here. Pre-licensure is actually what we all call real estate school. Not every state has that. We do. There's also KW Prep, which is a way to get ready for that. And then continuing ed is going to be offered through this also. But the main thing is, we can now help anyone that needs to get a license and funding's been a problem. We can now offer to them for free.
Wait, so Mike, what if there are somebody in our database that's always been wanting to get involved in real estate? They would just be a referral agent maybe, and they just didn't really have the funds that they wanted, to spend the $500 typically it takes to actually get their license passed where they could get commission dollars. They could be associated with our referral
Exactly.
company, right? Our
Yes.
referral brokerage, and you could have a referral partner from your database for free.
So one of the reasons Mark King, president of Keller Williams, started this is, and we focused on it, the equity reason. There are so many people who could be blessed from a career in real estate, but a lot of people groups in our country could not get to that step. They didn't know how to get to a school. They didn't have the money for it. This is a way that we can provide a real estate career worth having and a life worth living to everybody.
He tied it back in. Did you see that? That was really
teasers
well
from your
done.
floor?
The teasers, he's pulling it in. Okay. It's so good. It's so good. If only I could live in there. Wait, no, I don't want to live in there. Okay.
It's weird.
It's-
So there's certain steps we got to go by. So Rachel, if you can put the next slide up.
Yes, here we go. This is really, really important. 1, 2, 3, 4. Meet with the team leader or assistant team leader. You're going to talk with us. And Kaplan Schools, by the way, is the company that partnered with KW for this. That's the company I used 11 years ago to get licensed in Northern California.
Don't let that affect your decision to do it.
That's
In a cold snap.
So which now we know, everyone. Now we know. But this is really, really important. You have to meet with us. We have to talk about who they are, or maybe even yourself, depending on who you are watching this right now. And then the TL and ATL inputs the following.
Let's hang off a second though. When we meet with them, and this is a requirement of Kaplan, they prefer we do a one-to-one personal meeting with them.
That's right.
Sometimes it's going to have to be over the phone. But number one, we want to talk with them so they understand what costs will be involved. The school is free,
That's right.
but there's still licensing costs, joining the board costs. So we want to give them a realistic picture before they jump in on all that.
That's right.
And just make sure we get them connected so they know that we're here to help them through it all.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to go through the trouble of studying and taking the classes and going all this stuff and then just signing them up for failure where they don't have the associated other things lined up, right? So clarity is power. So we want to have that real clear message in the beginning about the goals and the priorities moving forward with it.
So one of us meets with them, then we connect them with Rachel because there's only 2 people in the whole market center that can have the code. This is from Kaplan and this is to protect the integrity of the whole thing. So we don't know the code. We can't send an email blast out. It has got to be through these steps. Otherwise they could take it back away from us.
Yeah, as soon as someone got that code and sent it out through Facebook or whatever, we could lose our ability to do this. Does that make sense? That's real. That's what we wanted to stress this morning too.
And if someone finds out or feels like that code is being distributed unfairly, please let me know because I can always email and get a new code just like that.
Yep. So we will switch the code in case something happens where we feel like that might be
The more
occurring.
important reason we want to have that one-on-one connection, we want to make sure and help them and get tied in and let them know the culture that's here to help them get a career started.
So cool. Some people feel so trapped in their careers, Mike.
Yeah.
Some people feel like, oh, I wish I could get in real estate. I just love that. I would love that. And they just don't have the wherewithal and or the knowledge that they could. And that's what I love about the equity piece of it is opportunities for everybody, no matter what people group they're a part of.
Exactly. So we're
So
so
I
excited.
wanted to touch on the KW prep because that's an interesting portion of this. So this is separate from somebody going through and getting their real estate license. They recommend that you take the KW prep at the same time of taking the licensure course. KW prep is getting them prepped and ready for all things KW. So they learn the Y4C2Ts, the MVVBP, command. So as soon as they get licensed and they're ready to go, they already know what to do and they can start taking their business forward. So that is the 2 different tie-ins. A former Bold coach, Molly Day Mateo, she's actually heading up and the dean of Keller Williams School of Real Estate. She is handling all of the KW prep and has built out a phenomenal course for everybody.
Oh, yes. And this is the coolest part. You ready? Because in Keller Williams, we talk about GCI. We talk about the MVVBP, like she just said, right? We talk about all these different things of 411, a GPS. Those are Kellerisms that a lot of people wouldn't know that other companies don't use. They don't talk about that. They don't know about that. And so to have people that are getting licensed, actually somewhat being Kellerized by the time they get their license, and then they go to another brokerage that are like, well, how do you guys use command here? And they're like, what's command?
Yeah.
Like.
So besides just learning meets and bounds and those kind of things, which you're never going to use after you get your license, or very rarely, you're also learning how to make it a business.
Riparian rights.
We'll have questions in a second.
We'll have questions in a second.
Okay. Actually, right there.
There it is. Question. I'm running.
Okay. Because we want anybody online to hear this too.
Okay, so are people required to do a letter of intent with KW, or is this more to outreach to people and just kind of hope they're going to join our culture?
This is how I look at it. At some churches, we have what's called entry-level events, which is a way to get them in and get them connected. If we, and our philosophy is, if we can't show them the value of being here during that time, then we failed. So it's not where they're going to have to say, yes, I'm going to Keller Williams. We're going to love on them so much that they have no other choice but to say, this is where I want to be.
Will prep touch on profit sharing? Do you know, Mike or Tim?
Rachel, do we know anything that it's going to be covering?
Yes, I believe it should be touching on all of the major factors. So essentially KW prep is to get them Kellerized. So once they have that initial meeting and it's just the mindset of abundance, well, come and get your real estate license for free. Then they go through KW prep. And so by the time they get done with their licensure and KW prep, they think, why would I want to go anywhere else besides KW? So it's going to touch on all the main benefits. We don't have specific outlines, but it's almost like an Ignite before and tying in all of the value prop that KW provides.
Absolutely, yes.
When does this program go live?
It is live, my friend. It is at this moment.
It is live. We're creating our system and what we're going to talk with them today, later.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And we're so excited about this. And I would say that the whole goal, I love the way you said that, Rachel, that it's like an Ignite in a way that once they are in tandem getting their license, but they're also learning how to use it, right? Because that was one of the worst things ever is you're studying, you're like, where is all this going? Why am I learning all these random facts? If you're tying it into actually running it like a business from the beginning, they have a much greater application ability where what's being learned becomes relevant more, in my opinion. So it's setting them up for success from the beginning versus just having a dang license where they just learned facts and figures.
now let's tie the whole team meeting together. What veterans do you know that could benefit from a career in real estate?
Really great thing, Mike. I love
Especially
that.
this week. Keep that in mind, everybody you're talking to.
That's why I mentioned Brian Fisher. He got licensed. He started seeing the success. I think he's he's done like 60 deals in his first year as a veteran.
Gazillion.
A gazillion.
Yeah.
And he goes, man, my guys or my people in the military need to do this.
Yes.
He goes, they don't know what they're missing. They don't know what they're not, and so much about KW. That's one thing that he's been talking about is that it runs similarly to a military branch. The way we operate, the way our culture, our Y4C2Ts, these are all things that are like the military in a way that they could tie right into and get the leadership that they're missing out on not being in the military.
So gang, I think you can feel our excitement. We are thrilled that we're going to be able to open up the real estate world and a career worth having to anybody that really wants to put in the work on it.
So powerful. So please help us look out, see who in your database might be interested in something like this. We just want to flood it with great people from your world. And so that's really the hit.
And as we talked about why Mark King was so passionate about this, the purpose of K-Score, and that's sort of the abbreviation for Keller School of Real Estate, is to make the opportunity of a career in real estate more readily available to anyone that desires it. Careers worth having, lives worth living.
Yep. So great. Oh, we have one more comment here. Mike's running.
Well,
don't hurt yourself, Mike. Okay, here's a question.
So I've got somebody for you already. Do we have them call you or do we give you their name and number? And
Yeah,
have you call
you
them?
could have them just start a group text with Mike and I, or even Rachel, depending. But I would just say that, yes, we want to hear from your people. A group text is the greatest way to do it because then we're all in it together and we can guide them and help them. Even if they've got another career, right? This doesn't have to be somebody that's purely just wanting to jump 100% into real estate. They could use this on the side, or they could work out of whatever they're in to be full-time into real estate too.
I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was also going to mention sending an email as well. I just told Rob Luck that in the chat as well. If you have our emails, just send us all an email. We'll see who needs to pick up the ball and keep running with it so we can make sure we get those people in command. And so once we've had that meeting with them on our side, Command MC for that, we'll add them in as a potential recruit, and then we'll tag you as the referral source. So as we're moving them through the pipeline and following up with them, you will get those updates as we have had connections with them.
So powerful.
That's another reason we've got to meet with them. We put them in what's called Command Market Center side, and then it goes to Rachel so we can track and keep profit share and keep your passive income going on this also.
Well, and a bunch of our agents have licensed assistants that are non-licensed assistants that now can be very, oh, and we have one more comment.
And while you're going back there, were there any questions online?
No, I think I got them all covered. Well, I guess Rob, if there's anybody else that didn't type one in that has a question.
Okay.
Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, though. Let's say somebody knows somebody in Kansas City that's in the military. Isn't that a great way to start another profit sharing tree for that person?
Exactly.
If they connect them with the team leader there, or how would they go about it, connecting them if they're not in this area, for example?
We're still figuring out all the details on that. Let me switch the camera back around. But for example, Dan, is working in Illinois a lot. He's had 2 team leaders there connect with us, with people that live here. It depends on if their local market center is doing the school and if it's the right state. But like Kansas City.
Yeah, sorry. I was going to say the easy way to find out is on my KW. In the bottom right-hand corner, if you go to mykw.kw.com, log in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a white pages. You can search for a market center based on where it's located at. So once you find the best market center, you can see who their OP, TL, and MCA is. It has all of their contact information. So you can directly reach out via email or phone number and get them connected with that potential recruit.
And we can help with that too.
Absolutely. It's super easy to contact us to get the appropriate leadership wherever they are.
Exciting stuff.
Oh, it's so cool. I mean, I've been hoping and wishing this was going to happen like 5-8 years ago. So for the fact that it's happening now, we are the only big real estate firm that's now offering free real estate school. It's very cool. Okay, let's go ahead. I think there's a couple more.
Hopefully this video plays.
Oh, yes.
Is there any audio?
No audio.
Something's gone weird with our.
Oh,
Try it again.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, because I'm a star on this one.
You look awesome, by the way. Is that in our video vault?
Yes.
It is?
Mm,
Wait for it.
try it again.
When I share all this,
Wait for it.
it's probably not going to go.
Okay.
Let me tell you the details. GSBR Christmas party. Is it going to go?
Oh.
Look at that.
No.
That is 2 agents from somewhere else that were in our video vault recording.
Going, wow, you guys have a video vault.
Yeah.
I wish we had a video vault.
Exactly.
And she's like, man, I put these $20 towards a video vault. Look, I have my car. No, I want the video vault.
Oh, but
But wait, you could have a video vault, guys. I'm totally
Yes.
dubbing it. Oh my gosh, wait. You could, boy, if you really want a video vault, you should come to KW. Yeah, you should.
I think that's
Oh my
better.
gosh.
Okay, so the GSBR Christmas party has been known to be a little stuffy. It's been a sit down, have a dinner, announce the new officers. It is a Christmas cocktail party with progressive food stations this year. It's at the old Glass Place. It's a come and go type thing. There's a DJ. It's $21. And that covers all your food and $21.
That's it?
Because of 2021.
Oh, snap.
But it's December 3rd or 2nd, whatever that Friday is. And there are still about 40 tickets left.
For real?
You want to be at this thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we want a lot of Keller Williams people there.
Oh my gosh, you guys, if you haven't come before, you get to hang out with Mike and I at the thing.
And Tim's buying your drinks.
Sure thing. Come on over. Let's do it.
Okay. And our quote for the week.
Ooh. As we set today aside to honor and thank our veterans, let us be mindful that we should do this. It's cut off on that screen. Every day of the year and not just one. Absolutely.
So I love that we're spending not just this week, but all year thanking our veterans.
That's right. The rest of this year is powerful. This is really good.
Next slide. No Tech Tuesday
There is
today.
no Tech Tuesday
Because
today.
it's Monday and Dan's not here.
That's right.
So a lot of you will see it bold tomorrow.
And come to the book club beforehand. That's it.
That's it. Thank you all so much.
Good job, everybody. Woohoo, we made it.